here in the UK, and I'm delighted to share with you some more of the Stampin' Up products from our new mini catalogue, the one that runs from September to January. I decided to have a go with these dies. I spotted them when I had a first look through of the catalogue, and I thought, oh, they look really interesting. And as is often the case, I popped them on the side, kept getting busy, went away to America, and suddenly thought, you know what, I've not even opened that packet. So without further ado, I'd like to share with you the handcrafted dies from Stampin' Up. Just going to turn the catalogue, and don't forget, if you are watching, to say hello. Hi, oh hi Caroline, because otherwise I don't know who's watching me. So I'm just going to find them in the catalogue for you. Now, just a little tip here. This is the new mini. If you know you've seen something you can't remember quite what it was, which is often the case with me, these are at the back. This is the index. They are all alphabetical, and these are called handcrafted elements, and it tells me I need to go to page 21. I'll show you why I'm telling you, or telling you why I'm showing you, because it's actually really quite a small picture. They do just stand alone. They fit through the mini die boss in cutter, which is brilliant. And another really sensible thing is you can see on here ways that they've actually used them. So as I suggested in one of my tips, the first thing I did was, hi Connie, hi Mum, was to actually just go through the dies and have a look at what they offered. And they're very interesting because initially you think, oh, they're Christmas, but they're not. They're just a really useful set of dies. So you get this one here, an oval. I'll explain what it creates in a minute. You've got another little one which is a square with a floral border. Another one with another, they're sort of quite Art Deco, I think, actually. There's a beautiful bauble. That one's already got bits and pieces. I will just say, as a word of caution, I've had to, using these, I've run them through the die cutter a couple of times, these ones, just to get all the little elements out. This is a bunch of flowers. The interesting thing, I'm not sure whether you can see it with this one here, it's actually embosses as well. There's a tag, there's a star which I haven't used, I've just realised, and somewhere there's another oval which I also haven't used, but I'm quite good at losing things, so we'll be very careful. Where is it? It must be here because it's stuck on a piece of paper. There we go. There's also another oval. So what I'll do is I'll pop these away for now safely, because I'm just as like to lose them as anything else. Pop that in there. Slide them in. As I say in my tip, I find it really useful to have a play first. And the first card I'm going to create is using a colour I don't use very often, Flirty Flamingo. And I've just made a UK size card base. So I have a piece that is 10.5 centimetres by just shy of 15, folded. I've taken a piece of the Hello Irresistible DSP, which is available on the online, from our online store, and you could use this side and add your flowers in, but I thought no, I'm going to go for this one here. So it's Flirty Flamingo and some Daffodil Delight by the look of it, in a sort of watercolory smoosh. Just doing very simple cards. Life's a bit hectic here right now. We've got a big party to organise for the weekend, so I'm quite sure whether I'm coming backwards or forwards. Now initially, I'll show you what I mean about needing to run them through. I did one of the ovals with just Flirty Flamingo cardstock, and they do pop out. I'll just carry on popping. I've done some of it before, because you don't really want to spend hours watching me use my pokey tool, however wonderful it is. But you see down on this corner there's a piece here, and the other thought I've had after I've done this was actually this would be really, really useful. Let me just get my snips. Really useful with the adhesive paper. So you can see this one's a bit awkward to pop out. It's just because I've used cardstock and not DSP. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Let me just get him out. There we go, he's out. Come out, you blighter. Oh, All fingers and thumbs. There we go. And there's just a couple more pieces. And I was just going to do what it says. It's a handcrafted element is how they're described. Pop all that out of the way. And I was just going to pop it on. Just like so. And carry on building my card. And I thought, you know what? That's really quite flat. Pretty enough. Probably okay on white. But a bit flat. So I had a little look through my stash. And I found some of the most gorgeous speciality paper. Which has got the Flirty Flamingo. But a coppery gold in it. And that just popped straight out. So without further ado, I'm just going to carefully put some glue on the back with all these foily papers. Be ever so careful not to get it on the front because it does spoil them. And just pop him on there, little blob on each one, as I say to the small people that I craft with. Fairy sized blobs, not elephants. There we go. And pop that on there. And I am literally just going to pop that about there. And I have to admit that for ease of card. Now what I've done then is I've used the floral one. I haven't poked these out either, just to show you how they come out. This one went through twice without, I think it's just the bigger dies, the slightly bigger area. Just a word of warning, these pop out and these are so pretty. Just to create a little bit of something. So what I'm going to do is I've got a sentiment strip here and I'm going to choose a sentiment from this one here. Oh, I don't know. Shall we have sending smiles or best wishes? Hi Jane. Sending smiles or best wishes? You let me know while I carry on poking out little holes. Sending smiles or best wishes? What do we reckon? Smiles or best wishes? I'll just carry on poking. It's quite therapeutic, these dies. Best wishes, sending smiles. Oh, come on, I need another comment to see. Sort it out, otherwise I shall have to do one on the other and one on the one. So let's have a see. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do the sending you smiles on this one and I'll do best wishes on the other one, Mum. So we're going to go for this one. I'm just going to use ordinary black ink. I'm going to move this out of the way. And I really enjoy playing with these. Let's just make sure we've got some ink on there, that it is stamping. There we go. I'm going to pop that on there. Sending you smiles. You smile for every moment of your special day. And then I'm just going to put that there. And I'm just going to trim this slightly down. Very briefly turn around. Just 1 second, ladies. And there we go. Down a bit. Down a bit more off there. Oh, I thought I'd got it the right size, but it's just too big. There we go. And then, just to make it a little bit more interesting, I'm going to use my snips and come across the corners. Quite a simple technique, but it just adds a little bit to your sentiment strip at the bottom. And then I'm going to glue that one on down there, like so. Just glue him on carefully. Why does glue either come out really fast or really slow? And then I'm going to take a couple of these. I think I might just take this one here, and I have got my sponge, my trusty old sponge. Let's stick it on with some sponge because I'm going to get glue everywhere otherwise. There we go. And I'm going to pop that one just on there, and then I'm going to get a sparkly one and do exactly the same over here. And I probably could have placed it a bit better, could have placed that a little bit more carefully, but you know what, I'm quite pleased with it for a very quick attempt. going to grab a little sequin and add a little bit of bling, and I hope you agree they're really useful little dies. And there we go. So that's my first card of this evening. As I say, I think I probably could have put that, oh, I've stuck it to everywhere, could have popped that up a little bit, but I can see there's lots of people out there. Don't forget to let me know you're watching, because I don't know who you are. So that's my first one, and that used one of the oval dies and two of the little flowers. Now the second one, I wanted to show you that you didn't have to have loads and loads of really fancy things. This is an ordinary piece of white cardstock, and I've taken a piece of the Pretty Peacock gingham, and I've cut a piece 10 by 14.5 centimetres, and I sliced it across at 6 centimetres, so you get the little check on the one side, and you can pop the other piece at the bottom. Instantly two-tone effect. And just to make it even smarter, I'm going to use a bit of Pretty Peacock cardstock just to define the edge. And then, oh, beauty of this, you can actually get it straight because you can line up the, there we go. And then what I'm going to do, I've used, do you remember the little die that's got the box on it? If you're clever, she says, hopefully, and you choose the right size sentiment and you poke out all the little bits, you can use this as the piece to stamp on. So I'm hoping the best wishes were, I'm going to go for Happy Birthday out of this kit. This is a really useful set. Where's Happy Birthday gone? There it is, little Happy Birthday. Again, I'm just going to use the basic black, and I'm going to pop Happy Birthday on there. Has everybody found these in the catalogue? Have anybody got these and used them themselves? Just pop that on there, and then in a similar fashion to the last card, I'm going to use just ordinary glue and pop that right in the middle, and then I've cut some more white flowers as I did on the last card, but I've done these in our basic white cardstock. Just going to poke them through. There we go. Again, when you're using the cardstock as opposed to DSP, do run it through a couple of times. I use my little sponge. So I basically put a blob of glue over here, put some on an ordinary big sponge, and just pop it all over the card. And I'm just going to pop them down at the bottom. I don't want that one. And I'm going to have another white one. Oh, I don't know. Let's have a see. What do we think? Do we want another white one or a Pretty Peacock one? Let's have a try. Pretty Peacock or white? Don't know. Until I move my arm you won't be able to see. Just carry on. Talk amongst yourselves while I carry on poking. I thought these would come out far quicker. There we go. I need a little die brush for my pokey tool, I think. Right. There we go. You keep looking at them. Yeah, they're really pretty. You can borrow mine, Caroline, and have a play and see what you think. So, are we going to have a Pretty Peacock one? Or a white one? Or both? Oh, I don't know. I think I might do both. Let's have a try. What do you think? Peacock or both? I'm not sure. I certainly think they'd be suitable for more avid crafters because they're quite fiddly diddly. There we go. What do we think? Oh, I think I'm going to, that's what I'm going to do. Pop that one on down there. Pop that one on down there, like so. Peacock between two white ones, that's exactly what I'm going to do, Mummy. I'm going to pop the peacock one just on the top. I'm not going to use any dimensionals, I'm just going to use a bit of the glue and go for that, just so it overlaps, like so. Bit tricky to see what I've done, but it's quite pretty. And then I'm going to bring in some of these gems here that are white. One, oh, just fired that one. One, two, and a bigger one in the middle of the flowers. And then you see you can just lift. There we go. So that's my second card. Let me just clear a bit of a space so you can actually see what I've created. There we go. There's my second card. So we've got two cards using the floral elements, ideal for any general occasion or a birthday, in several different ways. And then the die that actually caught my attention was the one that creates this, which is very definitely a Christmas bauble. I don't know whether you can see, I'll try and hold it up and twist it about a bit. It actually embosses a beautiful pattern on the bauble. And what I did is, first of all, I took the latest embossing folder, which is here, and it's called Snowflake Sky. Comes like that. It's not a 3D one, so they only do go through the big die cutter, and it creates, I'm hoping you're going to be able to see, it creates a really pretty pattern. And before I do anything else, I'm going to use my Wink of Stella, and just the snowflakes in here, I'm just going to add some Wink of Stella to the snowflakes on the stars, like so. Okay, and if you haven't got a Wink of Stella for Christmas, you really do need to get one on your list, on your shopping list. And then I'm going to take this die here, and I hoped I had some dimensionals. I do. I thought I did. I usually do. There we go. I'm going to pop a dimensional on there and on there, and actually I'm just going to grab a bit of linen thread. There we go. And first things first, I'm going to pop him through. There's a loop at the top, it hangs out the way you can see what I'm doing. There we go. I'm going to just tie, before I do anything else with him, before I stick him to anywhere, I'm going to pop that round through there and just tie a little bow, which I will tidy up in a minute when I've got him stuck down. But I thought it was easy to tie the bow to it rather than, you see, you could even just do those in foil card, you know, and put them on a tree. I'm going to stick him at the, oh no, I'm not, don't you dare. Right, I'm going to put him towards the top of my piece, and I'm going to just tidy up this little bow, pull it nice and tight. There we go. Down it goes. Ah, stuck to me. I've got too much glue on me. Don't you dare. Trying to pull its way through. There we go. Little bow, Louise. Little bow. There we go. Little, gently does it. Anybody who knows me, gentle and me, not necessarily go in the same sentence. Right, there we go. Come on, you blighter. There. Stop. Oh, I'm sticky. Should have done this card first. There, I wanted a little bow. There we go. And then I shall trim these bits off. Like so. Oh, no, 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 I nearly did. Right, snip and pulling back. And one little tip, if you're using fiddly diddlies like this, come on, use your takey pick, pull him out. Which end is it? That one. There he goes. Once you've got your bow, she says, and you've stopped holding your breath, and oh, if anybody knows a better way of doing this, I'd love to know. There we go. Go, stay. We've got him where he wants. Put a blob of glue over it, just like so. There we go. Come back. It will be where I want it in a minute. Come on. Got this end stuck down now. There we go. There we go. We're going for it. We're going for it. There. Then we're going to just push him down and hold him down for a second. Just use my putty end to hold him in place. There we go. Right. Stop fiddling. Right. So I have a bauble with a little bit of tie. Now what I've also done is I've taken two of the tags and I'm going to put a, where is it, thinking of you on this one, because I don't think the best wishes will fit one. So I am going to do this one is Night of Navy ink. Always stamp just to make sure it's stamping on the blue across it. There we go. And I'm going to bring in some of this wonderful what do they call it in English, glittered ribbon. It's gold and navy, and if I could find the start of it I would use it. Hang on, where's the end gone? Oh, there we go. It's like an organza ribbon, so it's see-through. It's very, very pretty, and I'm hoping, because it's quite fine, that I'm going to be able to poke it through, poke it through this one here. Thought if I did it to both it would be too much, and then I'm going to put it on this one here so that the white tag goes on the top of the navy. Pop it through in here. Ooh. A lot of watching me fiddle tonight. At least you haven't had to watch me die cut them all. There we go. Come on, you blighter. There we go. Anybody watching from another continent, blighter's a cheeky little thing. And what we're going to do is I'm going to just tie those off and create a knot. Really, really pretty ribbon this. I can see me having quite a navy and gold theme this on some of my cards later. And then I'm going to just wait until I've got it on. I'm going to use one dimensional under the white on the blue, like so. You'll see in a minute. I'm going to pop it so it keeps it like that, and then I'm going to pop this here. I need to make sure they go in that direction. There we go, and I'm just going to trim them off so they're only short, like so. That's going to go on here. Just down there. I'm just going to glue this one on because you don't want too many layers, otherwise you never get it in an envelope. There we go. I'm going to just before I do, just reposition that slightly. There we go. Just there we go. And then I've just created a very simple basic white cardstock, and obviously you could put Merry Christmas on here, you could put, if you know people with a Christmas birthday or a winter birthday, you could do it in all sorts of colours, but I hope you agree that's a really very effective use of that die. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me this evening. I'm very sticky as per usual. So just as a reminder, this is the glittered ribbon that I've used. I'll put a link in the comments to where you can find it. I've used the cut and embossing folder called Snowflake Sky, and I used the handcrafted elements that are all out of our new mini catalogue. So we've got this one and this one and this one. So I'll come back to see you. I do hope you've enjoyed watching this evening. Thanks ever so much. Don't forget to press the little like button or the heart button just to say you've enjoyed it, and please do share this live amongst your friends. It really does help. I've thoroughly enjoyed crafting tonight. It's nice to take 5 minutes from the madness that is going on right now. There will be all sorts of things coming out in the post. Very excited to share that there is an amazing offer in October. So anybody who has ever thought of joining up Stampin' Up, even just for 6 months, now really is the time. You can either, from October the 3rd, join my team for a 35% reduction, so £65 there for everything, but you still get £130 worth of product. It's basically half price. Or you can join for the normal £99 but choose an extra 35% of products. So if you are interested, get in touch and I can tell you more. But other than that, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Have a lovely evening.